What's going on, everybody? It's Super J here, and today I will be reviewing episode 1 of She-Hulk. So with this review, I'm going to keep it relatively the same, but with this review, it's going to also be different. I know I've been saying that for my past couple reviews, but this one is different because not all the episodes have been dropped right away, only the first episode. So with our first episode right here, you can see. So yeah, for this episode, I'm just going to be doing a review for this, and every week on Thursdays, obviously, when the episode comes out, I'm going to be doing reviews on them all. So yeah, let's just get into it. All right, everybody. Getting into what I liked about this first episode, I liked a lot. I like Jennifer Walters as a character. I feel like she's a great addition to the MCU, and she brings a lot of life to the role of Jennifer Walters, obviously. So I liked She-Hulk in it. The CGI isn't as bad as people are saying, because people are clowning on the CGI for being really bad. But no, I feel like I'm going to put pictures up from before, like the old trailers, and then the new trailer right here. They look really different, and I feel like the new one looks better than the old one. And I know that there's Marvel is short-staffed on their VFX artists, because they're like forcing them to do like such short notice VFX changes. So I get that. So you can't really clown on the CGI because it's not their fault. They put so much effort into this CGI, the VFX company, or whoever works for Marvel or whatever VFX company works for Marvel, they put so much effort into these episodes, so you can't really clown on the CGI, because in reality, the CGI is pretty good, actually. It's better than most, like Thor: Love and Thunder. It's way better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, so now getting into like more about this episode, I really like how it was really funny. Like, it wasn't like cringy jokes. There was like some sprinkled in there, but it was enough where you can like giggle a little bit, right? But there was a lot like times in this episode where I was like, this is pretty good, because especially when Jennifer Walters and Hulk were at his like beach house in Mexico or whatever, I found out that like that was like probably one of the best parts of that whole first episode, because at the end they started, like, spoiler alert, obviously this is a spoiler alert for the first episode of She-Hulk. Obviously they fight at the end, and you kind of get a sense that they're trying to make it seem like She-Hulk's more stronger, even though in reality Hulk is strong, because in this TV spot that they posted, and it's also in the first episode, Hulk throws a boulder or like a rock, and it goes far, and then She-Hulk throws one, or Jennifer Walters, and it goes farther. Then after he grabs a huge one and he sends it like a meteorite, it goes flying into the atmosphere and explodes in the atmosphere. So obviously everybody knows that Hulk is stronger. And with Jennifer Walters' backstory, or her becoming the Hulk, or She-Hulk as we know her, because this is her show, obviously, there was a Kree ship or whatever. I don't know if it was Kree. It was like some alien ship. I forgot the name of it. There was some alien ship that was parked that was right in front of their car and made them skid off the road and like crash everywhere. So, and then obviously she got infected with Bruce's blood, but instead of turning into a mindless rage monster, she didn't. She turned into a smarter Hulk, kind of like Professor Hulk now, or Smart Hulk that he's calling himself. So yeah, I really like that. And going back to the fight at the end, I really liked that fight near the end of the episode. That was probably the best part, because the fight was amazing. The CGI was good, and you kind of get a grasp for what this show is going to be about by the end of this first episode. I'm going to go through the ending after. It's going to be its own part. But with this show, it's just a comedy show. It's a lawyer show. It's not taking itself too seriously, and I like it because at least it knows what it is. It's not trying to be like Thor. Thor doesn't know what it's supposed to be. It doesn't know if it's supposed to be serious with gore in it, or if it's trying to be funny with like Thor and Valkyrie and whatever. Because I really didn't like Thor. Like, you could check out my letterbox. I'll put it at the end of this video, but I said I liked it, but I'm going to do another review saying I didn't really like it, because the more I watched it, the more worse it would get. And that CGI, I'm going to put it right here. That little Axel's kid, like, I don't know his name, Heimdall. So Heimdall's kid had like that CGI part was so bad. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked, so let's just get into what I really didn't like about this episode. All right, everybody, my hat. Oh God. Oh shit. All right, everybody, getting into what I really didn't like. What I really didn't like was only one thing, and one thing only. Not the pacing, how long the episodes are. So this first episode was about 38 minutes long, but with credits, like taking out credits, it's only 30 minutes. So 8 minutes is dedicated to credits, obviously, and I don't really like that, even though there is a post-credit scene, which I will go through when I'm talking about the ending explained and whatever. I'm going to go through the post-credit scene too, but not as much as the ending. But like, so yeah, this one's going to be really short because I really don't have any complaints for the first episode, and the show hasn't been out for a couple of weeks now where I could say, okay, the pacing of the show is bad or the plot of the show is bad, because You really can't judge a show off its first episode. You can get a grasp for what it is. Yes, sure, you can get a grasp for what it is. It could be a fun comedy lawyer show, but you don't know. You can't give your final review. Like me, I can't give my final review till this episode is finishes. I feel like this finishes in October because this goes for 9 weeks long because it's 9 episodes. Every week is an episode, so 9 weeks, obviously. So that's like my only complaint really. The first episode's like 30 minutes. I feel like they could have made it like 40, but also they made it 9 episodes and they made each episode shorter so that they can make episodes 30 minutes, but then they can do 9 instead of doing 40 to 50 minute episodes or even hour episodes and only doing like 6 episodes. So for this first episode, I'm gonna go into I'm just gonna give you my thoughts right here. So I like this first episode. It's fun. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It breaks the fourth wall a lot, as you can see with Jennifer Walters. She breaks the fourth wall a lot. That's her character in the comics. Most of the comics she's in, like her own standalone comics, she always breaks the fourth wall. So it's good to see that they're sticking through the comics and breaking the fourth wall. I'm like, you see this turned out back there. All right. So yeah, nothing really else to say. This episode's not bad. The only thing that they could fix is making them 9 episodes still, but making it a little longer, just like a little longer, maybe like 45 minutes, because we only get 30 minutes of stuff, maybe even shorter. We might not even get 30 minutes of stuff. We might get like 28 minutes or whatever. Matters how long the credits are. I don't watch the credits. I just go right to the post-credit scene. But all I know is that the credits are more than 7 minutes, and I really didn't like that. That's really my only complaint. I'm dragging this all on. So let's just get into the ending explained and post-credits explained. Alright everybody, before I talk about the ending and post-credits, I'm going to explain them obviously. So before I talk about the ending and the post-credit scene, I'm going to have to put a spoiler alert warning right up here. I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds to click off the video if you guys haven't watched this episode yet. Yes, I've given spoilers before, like in the beginning of the video or whatever, but they weren't as big of spoilers because you saw them in the TV spot. So I'm gonna be back in 5 seconds. I'm just gonna put a 5-second timer here with the spoiler alert thing so you guys can click off just in case if you guys don't want spoilers, alright? Alright everybody, talking about the ending right now. So the ending is her driving off Bruce Banner / Professor Hulk, his beach house in Mexico, or his house or whatever. And it's been I think it's been a couple months, she said, until like a week or a month or so since she last turned into the She-Hulk, obviously. So, and then the episode ends off with them in a courtroom and she's about to give her end of speech lawyer thing, whatever. I forgot what it was called, whatever. So yeah, and then after this superpowered being walks in there and she's forced to turn into the She-Hulk to save everybody in the room. And you can see she obviously saves a couple people, obviously. So yeah, that's basically what happens in the ending. I'm going to talk about the post-credit scene right now because the ending there's not really like much in the ending because all she does is really stop that superpowered being, and that girl just gets arrested. Like that superpowered being gets arrested and all, and then she still wants to give her closing speech. That's what it was called, a closing speech or closing talk or whatever. So yeah, let's get into this post-credit scene already. Let's do it. Alright everybody, so talking about this post-credit scene real quickly. So basically it ends off with Jennifer Walters and Bruce Banner, or Professor Hulk, obviously. I know I keep on saying that. I'm just going to call them Hulk and She-Hulk. So it basically ends off with Hulk and She-Hulk at Bruce Banner's or Professor Hulk's beach house or whatever in Mexico, or the house where he lives in or whatever. And Jennifer Walters is basically drunk and she starts crying about Steve Rogers not losing his V card and whatever. And then Hulk exposes that he did lose his V card in 1943 before he left for war or whatever. So this post-credit scene doesn't really have much to push the story forward. It's more like just like a funny, like to make fun of Steve Rogers or Captain America type of thing. So yeah, that's basically the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this I guess short episode review, I guess. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week for 2 videos. 3 videos next week. Just wait, you guys got a lot of content coming for you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys. Love you guys.